This is the Fail the 68 podcast. You see this right here?
Uh-huh.
This is a shooting shirt that's older than you. Both of you combined. This thing is from like 98, okay? Still fits right here. How was practice?
It was good.
Yeah.
I know for sure we got better, so just getting ready to prepare for Saturday.
Yeah, I got you. Before we get into a couple other things, Jay Will, I'll start with you. Jaylin Williams, Devo Davis here, sophomores running the state. Got to feel good. It's a young man's game, and you guys are doing it just as good as anybody. But Jay Will, let me start with you, man. What preparing for last season, your freshman year, a lot of things you didn't know, right? It's just you gain experience through going through experiences. What's been the preparation different from the preseason last year to now what you guys are going through?
I feel like last year for sure it was more of just trying to do whatever I could to get on the court, and whenever I did get on the court, be as productive as I can to make sure I stayed on the court. And I feel like this year it's more of becoming more of a leader and expanding my game to help the team more, and just teaching the guys how we were taught last year, how to do things, how Coach Muss likes things, how things are ran around here. And really those are the main differences.
What about you, Devo? What obviously your mindset coming into last year, much different than this year. How could you compare the two of them?
Yeah, like Jay Will said, last year, of course, we wanted to come in and just learn lots of different terminology. Of course, the transition from high school into college is much different. So just knowing that we want to come in and learn as much as possible and just continue to work harder than everybody on the court, such as in practice, so that we could get on the court, like he said. That was something we really focused on last year. Then just like he said, coming into there, just knowing what Coach Morris and the staff want, and just knowing that we have new guys coming in, we want them to know what Coach Morris and the coaching staff expecting. So us being the vocal leaders and leading by example is something that we was really focused on this year.
What Devo, I'll stay with you. What did you take away from playing against the eventual national champions? My freshman year, 96, we went to the Sweet 16 and we lost to UMass, who went to the Final Four that year. Kentucky ended up winning it that year, but you learn so much from playing against that caliber of a team, like the players, just how, and that was an older team, veteran team, and you guys obviously freshmen. So it's your first go around, but what that Baylor team, what did you learn from that loss and now that you're applying it?
Yeah. Like you said, they had a lot of older guys. I think the entire starting five besides Matthew was he returned back. They all probably playing professional somewhere. So like you said, just playing against those guys, I've learned a lot. I can tell you right now, the coverage they played on defense right now, it's not gonna leave, just knowing that I'm really focused in on that. But no, just like you said, I've learned a lot knowing that coming into our sophomore year, we're going to for sure emphasize more on scouting, defense, when we're coming into games and things like that.
Jay Will, what about you? What playing that game and seeing the national champs up close and you being so close to that, right? I mean, you guys belonged on the court with them. What'd you take away from that?
Really for me, it was more of just like seeing how locked in they were, how the whole five that was on the court and everybody on the bench was all locked in, the coaches. And really, I've seen a lot of stuff on how Davion Mitchell, how he works like crazy amount. And it just shows us like we were right there. It shows us what more we have to do to get back to that level and past that.
Let me tell you something. If you guys get to that, past that level, I got a gift for you. You see this right here? You know what that is? That's the real championship belt right there, fellas, okay? Look at it. I'll get you one of these. This is from Cadillo weightlifting belts out here in Everett, Mass. Each of you. And this I think I can give you gifts now, right? I mean, that's legal now, right? So you guys win you one. You get this a leather championship belt right here, okay? This is one of one, fellas, all right? So I'm gonna make sure you get that for you. Now, this doesn't fit me anymore, I'd throw it on for you. Okay. So other than that, off the court, where you guys living on campus? Is that the living situation? You guys have dorms?
We actually don't.
Or you get your own spot, Jay?
Yeah, I
Jay
got
Will smiling. I can tell you get your own spot.
Yeah,
Something's going on.
Yeah, I got my own spot.
You got a roommate? No? You let Devo over?
I'm by myself.
Yeah, I knew. Hey, I know guys like you. You want to stay in what you want your business to be your business. I got you. Devo, you look like you're still down the campus locations.
Nah, we stay in the same apartment complex, just different spots.
Oh, so coach let you guys stay off campus as sophomores?
Yeah.
Oh,
we did last year.
Yeah, we did last year.
As freshmen?
But it was because of COVID too, though.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, when we moved in, we were on campus doing some quads, and then COVID got really bad in our building, so we moved out in the day.
Wow, really? That's it. Hey, the restrictions have been lifted. They would not allow us to live off campus. Okay, I had to lie to tell my coach that I was still staying in the dorm when I really had a house. Times have changed. But how? Let me ask you guys something about the NIL. Because you can't. I mean, we can't even turn the radio or TV on in Little Rock without hearing Devo Davis's voice out there, man. I mean, come on, dude's everywhere. But do you look at it as fun, or can it be a burden because everybody's expecting you to, have all these opportunities? I'll start with you, Devo, first. I'm sure you seem like you enjoy it, but then, there is a high expectation that you got to do a lot of different things. So how do you view it?
Yeah, I can tell you for sure. Before I even do a deal with anybody, I tell them I don't want it to be a job. You know what I mean? Like I want to have fun with it, because if it feels like a job, then I don't want to have two jobs. Because then I got to deal with y'all. Right. Then I got to deal with school and basketball. And basketball and school is a job already. So I tell them I don't want a job. I don't want a job at all. So but no, I look at it as a fun opportunity. Just getting to know different people and just partner with different companies. It's a lot of fun. Then on the business side, off court, I think I've learned a lot. It goes fast for sure, but like knowing that you have people that you get connected with, and then just knowing that on the business side down the road that I'll be a little bit ahead of everyone else knowledge-wise. Right.
What about you, Jay Will?
For me, it's the same. Like when somebody wants to work with me, I always tell them like basketball and school comes first. And then whatever, if I have free time, I can do that. But you have to go around my schedule. Basketball's always first, school's always with it. So it's like we just do whatever I can do. I never try to do anything that's like what he said, it's a job. I just do what I can.
I'm telling you, it was much better back in the day, fellas. People just gave us stuff for free, okay? We didn't have to. No, I'm just kidding. That's a joke. That's a joke, NCAA. That is a joke, okay? We didn't get anything. We didn't get but I do joke around with some of my old former guys. We feel bad for you now. You got to work for it. You know what I'm saying? We just gave it to us then. Again, joke. NCAA joke. What is when it comes to social media, you guys are good, but what's your preferred platform, Jay Will? Which one do you like best?
Instagram. That's my social media platform I like.
And
stuff. What about you, Devo?
I usually I lean towards the Instagram side, but I mean I've been on Twitter since March Madness. I've been on Twitter.
Old people are on Twitter, man. You got to get on Twitter. Old people are on Twitter. Okay, that's what I'm trying to do.
Before we move on, let me tell you guys a little bit about our partners over at BetRivers Sportsbook. If you haven't signed up for BetRivers yet, now is the time, because they are offering a $250 match bonus for your first deposit. But what sets them apart is that they require just one playthrough to turn your bonus into cash money. With their Rush Pay instant approval, withdrawing your winnings is safer, it's more secure, and it's more reliable. Now that basketball season is tipping off, Get in on the action at betrivers.com today or by downloading the BetRivers iOS app. You must be 21 years or older. If you have a gambling problem, call 1-800-GAMBLER. And while I got you here, let's talk about the Field of 68 Media Network, where college basketball matters most all year round. This is a digital media and podcast network that we've been building over the course of the last year. We have shows hosted by some of your favorite players covering the program that they love the most. AJ Guyton hosts the House of Hoosier. Eric Devendorf covers Syracuse on the scorer's table. Dan Dickow hosts the Gonzaga Bulldog broadcast. We have Florida's Patrick Young and Duke's Andre Dawkins and North Carolina's Shammond Williams and Michigan's Stu Douglas and Illinois' Deion Thomas. The list goes on and on and on. We have more than 30 shows right now. So hit the links below and check them all out. And while you're at it, make sure that you go check out the Field of 12 Media Network, your home for college football.
So one of the great experiences for me was when I took my recruiting trip to Fayetteville. I'm not gonna put you through that whole story, okay? Maybe one day I will. But when recruits do come to campus, what do you guys tell them about Coach Muss? Devo, you first. I'm talking about when you're lucky enough to go to Jay Will's nice house and take the recruit over there. What do you tell them about Coach Muss and what to expect?
Yeah, before I say anything, I tell them Coach Muss can be crazy. I tell them first. Before they even ask anything, or I'll be like, he can be crazy, but it's a good crazy. And
right.
It's a crazy that's gonna get you to where you want to be. And so before the basketball and how practice goes and all that stuff, I tell him he's a wonderful person. The people around him loves him, and they expect 100% hard work out of him, and I do as well. I know that he's gonna always put everybody first before himself, and I think that's something that a lot of people don't know about him. Like before he made an example today. He said, we can practice all day, and it's good for us because he said, my wife and daughter got an event to go to tonight. He said, so we'll practice all day. Because, so I told her in the middle of practice, I said, so what you mean when you said that? He said, we're gonna be here until we're satisfied. I said, God, but no, I tell him that he's a wonderful person, and then basketball always gonna he when it's time to step in between those lines, he's always gonna get serious. So and I think the recruits coming in, you're not gonna take a visit unless you know that already. So I try to stay away from the basketball side and just continue to talk about off court and what they like about him and in the program,
Right. Jay Will, anything to add on that, or is that pretty much?
Yeah, I always tell him that he's a little ball of energy and he's going to do whatever he can to make you the best player that you can be. And really it's like everything, like even the smallest details, like knowing to be there if the ball's on that wing or during a play that another team's running, if that guy gets the ball, they're running that play. Like he knows everything and he's going to make you the best player that you're going to be.
So both of you guys coming from the state of Arkansas, what were your impressions? Like, that's talked about a lot is, Arkansas kids, like being from the state. You guys know it's a proud state. It's one thing winning, but to win with kids from in-state is like big time. So like when you guys were being recruited, was there any doubt that you were going to go anywhere else? Jay Will, I'll start with you. Was it like you wanted that hog, even though it's not the old school hog like this? I know you guys are jealous.
Of course, like throughout recruiting, I was getting my options and trying to see what was best for me and my family. But once it came down to it, really, like me and my family, like this is family, Arkansas's family, going to the games and them showing my dad just as much love as they showed me as a recruit. Like that was just a great feeling coming into here, just knowing that the support that the whole state brings us and being in-state kids, like no matter where you're at, you're going to get love. And really that just made me want to stay here even more. Yeah, for sure. Devo?
Yeah, just like with the recruiting process, it's for kids now, when they get asked, like they say, is it hard? And I can tell you it wasn't hard for me, just knowing that my family always loved the Hogs. And like my 12th grade year, me getting recruited, it was different schools coming to visit and things like that. But it's like, why would I go outside the state when I can get everything I need here, you know?
Right.
And so like, if I go out there to another school and I can get the same thing here, I might as well stay here, closer to the family, my hometown. I can go home if I wanted to. And then, like you said, the Hog fans are crazy. So why not have that love, you know? And it's one of a kind here.
Yeah, for sure. Just a couple more things, then I'll let you guys head on to where you going after this? Training room, kick your feet up, doing homework. What are you guys gonna do? It's late. Video games?
I'm about to go get some treatment.
Oh, okay. Okay. Good man. Good man. That's it. Coach Musk is listening, so you better watch out. Okay. What do you do though on your downtime, Devo? What is it you enjoy? Is it video games? Is it I'm sure I mean everybody plays video games, but what is it? What is the video game of choice?
I mean, Jay will know I don't really play games like that. I asked him to play one time when we stayed together. He wouldn't. But I don't play games. I don't play games like that. I just be if I'm not sitting at home watching TV or something, or on my phone or something. Usually, if it's not cold weather like it is right now, me and Jay will usually go fishing and stuff like that. So, like, I'm an outdoors type person. So if it's something to do with outdoors, I go fishing, hiking.
That's country. What do you mean outdoors? That you just country.
Yeah,
Please go fishing.
Hey,
I love it.
my papa and uncles, we used to always go fishing, hunting, and all that. So whatever it is outdoors, I'm there.
Fishing. I never would imagine that. I grew up right outside of Boston. So although we're on the ocean, I never fished until I went to Fayetteville. First time ever that I fished.
Huh? You got some spots?
It was this hidden spot because it was like a private lake or a pond. Basically, it was a small pond, and they threw like hundreds of catfish and bass in there. So you had no choice but to pull out like a 5-pound catfish. So I mean, I didn't. It was no skill on my part at all. It was no skill at all. But that's good. That's good to hear, man. So I guess I'll let you guys go after this. Get your treatment and everything. So, I mean, I know what your ultimate goal is, but as you sit here today, looking at the season, is there any games circled or moments since you've been through it last year that you know are going to be crucial to get back to where you guys want to go, Jay Will, as you go through the season?
To me, there's not really just one game circle. It's really every game.
Right.
I know, like, especially coming off last season, I know every game matters. Every game we're going to learn something new. If that's a defensive concept or offensive something, just rotation-wise, like every game is going to be big for us, knowing that we're trying to get back to a higher level than what we did last year. So to me, every game is just as important as what one of the final games are going to be.
Absolutely. Devo?
Yeah, like he said, just taking every game step by step. Of course, we got an ending goal is to make it to March Madness and continue to advance and continue to just get better as a team, man. Like he said, it ain't a certain game you want to pinpoint out, but just getting better every single game and just fixing all the small details and things that needs to be fixed after each game and after games. We want to for sure just watch film and continue to just make sure we get better, like I said, and just make sure that all the tic tacs are out once we get to the SEC tournament and March Madness.
All right. Now, I know you haven't asked for my advice, but I'm going to give it to you anyway, okay? Because when you're an old guy like me, right, you want to make sure you keep – see this chair? Come on now. I had to steal this chair and throw it in the back of my trunk, okay, 25 years ago. All right? So what I'm trying to tell you is, remember, start collecting all the priceless. This is from '98. This basketball right here. You ever hear of Rawlings? We used to use Rawlings basketball in the NCAA tournament. Isn't that crazy?
I thought that was a baseball.
Yeah, right. Exactly. But no, they used to make these nice leather basketballs. So, well, I appreciate it, fellas. Relax. Get your therapy. Recovery is just as important, right, as practice time. Get your recovery in, mind, body, and soul. Looking forward to another great run. And don't forget, if you want that championship belt, you know what you got to do, right?
Yeah.
We're going to get some.
That's right. All right, fellas, man. Appreciate your time.
All right, appreciate it.
All right.
Thank you.
All right, talk to you soon.